So wellness is not just about the body. A lot of people think it's just the body. It's actually the mind as well. It's being optimistic. It's taking, again, responsibility for all the resources you have access to and trying to use those to your advantage to live a healthy and fit life. We'll keep talking about this. Now let's see if my technology is working today. We'll see how we go. Oh, it's wonderful when things work. Now straight away, I'm going to get you gentlemen to do a little activity for me. I'm going to need some volunteers, and I'm going to choose these gentlemen right here. Could you gentlemen just stand up please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Up they stand. And you're going to stand over here in a line looking this way. Okay, 4 of them. Do you want to join? Do you want to join? Well done. Excellent. Nice work. Something. Yeah, these are bad girls. Something you'll notice, and this is I should tell you straight away that Mr. Jabbar over here, quick wave Mr. Jabbar, Mr. Jabbar and Mr. Abdulaziz, where's Mr. Abdulaziz? There he is down the back. They both invited me here today, which is wonderful. They've both worked with me before. And something I try and do in all of my classes, I'm from Prince Mohammed University, and something I do in all my workshops is, again, I tell people, you're giving me 2 hours of your life right now. I'm giving you 2 hours of my life. Let's make those 2 hours count. We can sit there and just let it all go, or we can oh, this is a bit different. What is one thing I can learn from this workshop? If you have that attitude with every workshop you go to, you will always come out in front. And something I've noticed about Aramco, so this is a bit of a spiel straight away. One thing I love about giving workshops at Aramco is they seem to emphasise leadership. Am I right? I hear this all the time, and that's why I love coming out here, because people love to get involved. So, let's see how our little 5 victims, our 5 volunteers, go this morning. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to do a quick little game called clap, snap, stomp. What's going to happen is the first gentleman over here, Mohammed, what Mohammed is going to do is he's going to do this. Good. And the next person will say the number 2. 2, he says the number 2. 2, 3. And then you do this. So Mohammed is going to clap. You will say 2, you will say 3, you will clap. You will say 1, 2, clap. Clap. 1. So notice what we've got here. Clap, 2, 3, clap, 2, 3, clap, 2, 3. We'll see how they go. Okay, we'll go slowly. So clap, 2, 3, clap, 2, 3, clap, 2, 3, clap, 2. Okay, begin. It's not possible. He's fair, Doctor. It's a Wednesday morning. Okay, we'll give him one more chance. Now, it's not as easy as it looks. What I'm going to ask all of you to do, like all of these gentlemen here, they're going to stand up, make a little tight little circle, they will try the game. You gentlemen will stand up in your little circle, you will try the game. Everyone will try it in a little circle. Got the idea? Now notice, if you don't have a lot of space just in here, go over and try and do space somewhere in the room. And try it with a group of people in your small area. Okay, go gentlemen. Please, have a good go. Have a good go.
We'll do it. Say something.
Later when we do that again later on, we will do it more difficult, walk around, but later on. Okay, nice work. What an easy game. He just scrambled later on. Now, let's get into it. When we talk about wellness, you guys work for what people tell me, and I believe this from what I hear, you work for the best company in Saudi Arabia. That's what people tell me. Aramco. Now, Aramco values wellness. Why does, let's put it another way. No, what are the benefits of wellness for you? What are the benefits of wellness for you? Why should you, let's put it another way, why should you guys be interested in getting involved in wellness at Aramco? Why should you be interested in getting involved in wellness at Aramco? Good, well done. To give more money to Aramco? They give more work, productivity. Support, good support. Support to each other, support to the company. Increase the productivity. Decrease sickness. Increase happiness. Good productivity. Good, well done, produce. Decrease absenteeism. Well done. You know all these. Now let me just summarise. Look down the bottom. 6 good reasons for wellness. Have a little look. Well, for you, for your daughter, for your son, for your wife, for your family, and for Aramco. Many people forget these other reasons in the middle here. So there's lots of good reasons. It's not just for Aramco, it's for you guys. But if you look after yourselves, the company will naturally benefit. Okay, let's get going. Health facts we need to know. Have a little bit of a look. Poor diet, physical inactivity will soon overtake smoking. It's the leading cause of preventable death in the US. 70% of all fractures for people over 45 due to osteoporosis. Osteoporosis means thinning of the bones. The bones start to get thin. This does not have to happen. The way that you prevent this is by doing regular exercise and by drinking milk. What else do we have? 65% of Americans obese or overweight. This is increasing all around the world. I'm picking on the US, I'm just using them as an example. Actually, in Saudi Arabia, I believe that diabetes is increasing rapidly. Why is this happening? Good. People are not exercising so much anymore. Many people are eating junk food more than ever before. More people are sitting at home on their computers. More people are driving their big 4-wheel drives. Boy, did I have fun driving here this morning. Actually, I left Al Khobar about 7:15, and myself and my cameraman over here, Mr. Paul, I think we took 2 or 3 wrong turns, and we ended up in Dammam and excuse me, the police sign, and I was very calm, wasn't I, Paul? Yeah. Not quite. Get a bit stressed. But let's have a look. What else do we have? 35% of work accidents due to poor posture. Poor posture. Notice as I'm walking around, when you see me walking around all the time, I'm making a conscious decision to stand tall. Something my father taught me. My father was my personal role model. When I was very young, my father said to me, always stand tall. He said to me, imagine there is someone up in the clouds holding a piece of string. And the string is tied to hooks coming out of your shoulders. and the person up there is pulling on the strings, and this keeps your shoulders upright. So whenever I walk around, I remember his advice. I concentrate on shoulders up, stomach in. And why do I do this? One, it makes you look better, it makes you look fitter, it makes you feel younger and look younger, but it takes all the pressure off my lower back. Once you get past 40 years of age, is there anybody here in the room like me that is over 40? Anyone over 40? You can be honest, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. Now, when you get over 40, the leading injuries you're going to get are lower back problems and knee problems. The knee problems are usually because of overweight, and the lower back problems are often because of poor posture. So when you're sitting at home watching television or you're driving, make sure you're sitting upright. We'll talk more about posture later on. What else have we got? 40% of job turnover due to stress, so stress is a big one. 60% of adults in my country, Australia, do not do enough exercise. Let's move on. A couple of things we're going to look at today. I use the word take charge. Take charge of your fitness, take charge of your body weight. This is very important. Body weight will have an effect on all the other points up there. Take charge of stress levels, destructive habits. What do I mean by destructive habits, do you think? Smoking, driving, poor driving, things like this. Maybe poor work safety, occupational health and safety. Take charge, start now. I'll give you a couple of ideas. Now, physical fitness. Some of the benefits, which you'll be aware of, I think, reduces the risk of coronary heart disease, lowers blood pressure. Just out of curiosity, I like to throw a lot of questions to the audience. What is a normal value for blood pressure? A normal value? 120/80. Perfect, well done. 120 over 80. If you forget the number, it doesn't matter so much. The point is, when you go to the doctor, you should always ask, please doctor, what numbers did I get? And you want it to be about 120 over 80. Lowers body fat. Ideally, all of us should have about 20% body fat. We'll talk more about this later. How do you know, by the way, how do you know if you're carrying too much body fat? What's a simple way you can check? Just by...
You check your bone, you subtract 100.
Oh, this is good. So
It will be your ideal way.
well done. The gentleman here has given me a nice little formula about standing in the doorway. That's a good idea. What about if I just look at myself in the mirror, can I tell if I'm overweight? We all know this. Yeah, we all know this. This is why we cover all the mirrors around our house. But basically, as you're sitting there right now, here's a real simple little test for you. Here is my belly button. Right? Oh, there you go. My button and my belly button. Now, this part of my body that is the narrow part. What's this called? It starts with W. It's the waist. We're good. It's the waist. Now, if I go down, I have the bony bits. They are my hips. They are my hips. If I am the correct weight for me, if I'm a good weight, the hips should be wider than the waist. So, there we go. If my hands go out where the hips are, perfect. As you're sitting there right now, try the simple test. Just check. Are your hips wider than your waist? No need. Good. Now, my friend over here said there's another easy way to check Dr. Bruce. That's obviously you stand up and you look down. Hopefully, it should straight down. But if you look down, and it's like this, yeah, hello stomach, bye-bye feet. You cannot see your feet, so well done. Very good. Okay, we're going to reduce diabetes, physical fitness, strengthen our immunity system. Have you ever noticed that many people get sick just before holidays? Think about it. Many people get sick just before holidays. They know there is maybe a 10-day holiday period coming up. They get sick right before the holidays. So they have to spend 3 or 4 of their holidays getting over the sickness. I don't know if you've noticed this. I notice in university, many of the students get sick immediately after the exams.
But they are not sleeping well.
Good. There's many reasons. During the exam period, they're not sleeping well, they're not looking after themselves, they're skipping meals. Stress. There is the big one. When we are stressed, our immunity system works really hard like a force field to keep us healthy. But then as soon as we get through the stressful period, like the exams, or maybe you're studying for a promotion, straight away after you have your exam, you lower your immunity system and bang, all the infection jumps on you and you get sick. So people ask me, they say, Dr. Bruce, how can I prevent this? The reason is, when you are going for your promotion, when you're going for your upgrades, keep your life the same as normal. Keep making sure you get 8 hours sleep. Keep exercising a couple of times a week. Don't skip meals. If you change the routine, you will get stressed, you will get sick. Okay, improves mental activity, increases the number of friends. That makes sense. And improves sleep quality. Are you fit enough? Hands up if you have children. Who has children in here? You're all hands down. So just think about it. Are you out of breath sometimes when you're playing with your children? Does your back ache after you pick up your son? Is your waist wider than your hips? We've tried that one already. Do your legs hurt when you climb the stairs? Interesting. If you're carrying too much body weight, it's amazing how much extra pressure that puts on your knees. At the university where I work, PNU, I constantly encourage the students to take the stairs instead of taking the elevator. Yeah. And they go, Doctor, I have paid my student fees. I want to ride in the elevator. This is very strange logic. And I go, no, this is not a good idea. I say, every opportunity you have, take the stairs. I say, the elevators, they're for old men or for people who have to take the elevator. But if you ever get the opportunity, take the stairs. We'll talk more about that in the second question.
Isn't too much stairs climbing?
Okay, is climbing too many stairs bad? Good question. Obviously, if a person has bad knees, there is a good reason maybe to take the elevator. But the first question is, Mr. Jabbar, could you stand up please? Now, Jabbar, could you quickly give us your personal experience about climbing stairs and body weight?
I feel that probably most of the guys know me already. Like about 2 years ago, I used to be overweight. And when I used the stairs, my knees used to hurt. I used to have back problems. And it was just a lot of problems for me. But after I started reducing my weight, now all my life has changed in terms of backaches and these problems. I can't say that it's 100% is gone, but at least 80% of the pain that I used to feel when I used to take the stairs is gone.
Good, good. Thank you very much.
Let's go to the weight. Oh, price of the weight. 110.
And what is your weight now?
75.
I think this is
You should do it first.
Yeah. So anybody can do this, but you've got to make the decision to do it. You've got to make the decision. It's not easy. Good. Sorry, I'm carrying the shopping bags. Here's another question for you. This is kind of fun. It's interesting. When I go to, I'm a big believer in using every opportunity to exercise. I have made this part of my lifestyle. It's just a lifestyle decision. So whenever I go anywhere, I'm thinking, how can I get exercise? So let me give you one or two examples. When I go to Russian Mall to do my shopping each week, when I finish at the cashier and maybe there are just 5 or 6 bags, and there's always the man there. I don't know, maybe an Indian, Bangladeshi man, you know, people who help, and they offer to carry the bags. Often, I will carry the bags myself. Why? Exercise. So that's that simple. When I drive there as well, it's quite interesting. When I go to Russian Mall, I will notice people where they park. I will sit in my car and I will watch people. And I will watch people in their cars. So this is the first shop in Russian Mall right here. And I will see people in their cars. And they will drive up. And they'll go round the car park. Round the car park. They're looking for a close spot. And then eventually, they will park their car. Get out of the car. Yes, I'm in the shopping centre. Now my point is, don't think like this. Deliberately park further away so you have to walk. And then maybe you can push the trolley back. You can carry your children back. These are simple things you can do all the time. Okay. What have we got? Do you struggle to get out of bed in the morning? Nobody has this problem. Yeah, right. Do you often feel tired during the day? Big one. Diet is one of the biggest reasons why we feel tired during the day. Interesting. We'll touch more on that later. Physical activity at the workplace. It's a great photo. It says a lot. There's our friend choosing to take the stairs. Now, here's a question for you, gentlemen. How many physical activities can you think of that you can do around your workplace? Right here. Just think about it. So what are things? Like you have a choice. You could do this, you could take the elevators, or you could take the stairs. So you choose to take the stairs. Can you think of other examples where you have a choice? No exercise, exercise. Can you think of others? Oh, right down the back, thank you.
Yes, sir. Doing my job for the whole day, it's about 8 hours. I spend most of the time standing. Can't move. My first activity is the chair. If I stay away from the chair, I keep moving my legs, and I keep doing my crawl, and keep getting my legs.
Fantastic. What is your name?
Excuse me? My name is Tom.
Good, thank you. Excellent. It's a choice he makes. Someone else, can they think of something else that you can be doing every day just to burn a couple of calories, a little bit of exercise?
Ask for a test. We'll have some
Okay. What an interesting simple example. There is an electric screwdriver, or you can use the manual screwdriver if you have the time. It's a great example. It's a simple thing, but all of these things add up. What about if you want to communicate with someone else at the office? You go to him. Yeah. Again, I'm assuming you have the time. I'm assuming you have good time management skills. I'm very busy at the university. Mr. Jabbar knows that. All the teachers are very busy. But instead of ringing up the Human Resource Department, which is a couple of 100 metres away, I walk. I think to myself, okay, I have a free 1 hour period here. That's when I will do all my walking. So I go to HR, I check on my karma. And then I walk to the other side of the university and I check on the sports equipment for my next PE class. This is what I choose to do. I could do everything sitting at my desk on the phone. So again, it's just a conscious decision. What about water coolers? Instead of using the water cooler right outside your office, you could use the one in the furthest corridor. Simple examples. Does anyone ride bikes around here? Are you allowed to ride bikes around here? Or is it too dangerous? Okay. Just a thought, Let's see just one or two other examples that I came up with. Oh, getting coffee personally. If there is someone else who can get you the coffee, hey, you get the coffee. Moving the furniture personally, yep. Leaving the office. I find, again, our friend down the back said that he tries to stand up whenever he can. I do the same thing in my office. Probably every 20 minutes, I get up, just walk around the office if I have to, but I do something so that I don't just stay sitting down. Stretching at the desk, muscle endurance exercise at the desk. Good. And just to repeat the point. Is anyone here in a gym by any chance? Does anybody go to a gym? A couple of people. Now again, you don't have to go to a gym to keep fit. It's lovely if you have the time, but you don't need to do this. If you do, these are some things you would like to do. Muscular strength and endurance, that simply means giving your muscles some strength so that you can use them many times. 3 times a week for 1 hour, this would be fantastic if you can do this. Running, aerobic activity. Aerobic activity, this means using air, using oxygen. How do you do this? Running, swimming, cycling, volleyball, basketball, football. A couple of times a week for 20 minutes, playing football on the corniche. Do you have social clubs here at the Aramco Aviation Department? Social clubs? Maybe a football club that gets together once a week. Do you have anything like this? Volleyball? You have a couple of things. Okay, this is good. This is good. And flexibility. Flexibility is one of the most important ones. Because remember I mentioned posture. Every opportunity you have, you want to get up, you want to do stretching exercises. You want to keep the muscles very loose. If you keep the muscles very loose and flexible, your posture will be very flexible. Remember? And that takes pressure off the lower back. So every opportunity you get, move around. Now listen very carefully. We'll be sitting for a few minutes. Notice there's one wall here, there's another wall here, there is another wall here, and there are some seats along here. I want you, when I say go, I want you just to quickly walk around the room, touch all the 4 walls, and then sit down. Go. Make sure you leave your seats. Go, 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 go. Make it count.
Allah. L'avenir,
You can do this at your desk. Simple thing, you just go to the next office. Now there's another point to this. So I'm working in my office here, and maybe my friend Mohammed is working over here. This is actually benefiting him as well. So I just like, I've been sitting for 30 minutes, I need to stretch my legs, I need to waken up my mind. Go and see how Mohammed's going. Walk down the corridor. Hi Mohammed, I've just stretched my legs, how's it going? Now straight away, he feels happy because I bothered to come and see him. So there's the teamwork. And I noticed your wonderful sign out here, teamwork. There is no I in team. But there is in a sense, like again, if you look after yourself, try and include your teammates as well. Good. Here we go. Again, here's Mr. Jabbar. He's just showing us the before and after picture. Pretty impressive. Very impressive. But again, anybody can do this. And what a difference it makes to your life. Incredible. Huge difference. And he is a married man. He is the role model for his children. What he does, his children are going to copy. Think about it. I think, again, I had a very good role model, my father, so I copy what he does now. Think about him all the time. Hope I make him proud. Yeah, it makes a lot of point. So, let's have a look. When we talk about body weight, we can also look at a chart like this. Now, as an example, what we want to do is we want to get someone to be a volunteer, and we want to see if we can guess their height and their weight. Oh, well done. Nice work. That's fantastic. Now, straight away. Oh, stand over here before we go over. Oh, that's pretty good. I think everyone can see this. Oh, look at this. It's getting carried away now. Nice work. You go to the gym. Okay. That looks pretty good. Very strong to me. It's very firm, very tight. Good. Now, try and guess how tall you think he is. How tall? How many centimetres?
178.
175.
178.
170. 165. You wish. Let's find out. Let's find out. It's 180 centimetres. Now the weight, we need to guess his weight. Should be about 80. It's 180. Here we go. 180.
Excellent.
180. So this is where we would like him to be, between about 65 and 80. Now this is a rough. Again, he might have a heavy build, big thick bones, but he's a bit of a guy. We'll find out. He's not going to be a rough guy. So how much do you think he is? 90. 80, 85. Let's find out.
احنا في الاحمر ما يحتاج
In 90 kilograms. 90 kilograms. Now, again, if you had to, so I'm asking him the question, do you think you need to lose any weight? Okay, again, he thinks he has to lose a little bit. We all know he doesn't have to be 65. How much would you like to lose ideally, Dept? 10? Interesting. Yeah, definitely not more than 10. Okay, nice work. Good work, thank you, thank you. So again, this is a bit of a guide. Have you seen these types of tables before? Again, that's just a guide. The point is that you're constantly aware of your body weight, just aware of it. A question that people often ask me is how many calories do I need? Now, you can use complex equations. There's one or two simple. I'll just give you a couple of simple ways to do this. Just imagine. So let's say, get the hang of this. So, I'm in my mid-40s. So, I'm in here, 31 to 50. Sedentary means I don't do any exercise. Moderately active means I exercise maybe 2 times a week. Now when I say exercise 2 times a week, I mean volleyball, football, swimming, the gym. Not walking around the supermarket chasing my children, that's not exercise. Active, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, regular exercise. I do regular exercise, so I'm probably 2,900, but I know as you get older you slow down, so you need to reduce the number of calories. So when you look at this, have a think about how many calories you should be having, roughly, each day. Now, if you want to lose body fat, 1 kilogram of body fat is 7,700 calories. Now, I'm not going to test you on this, but in a moment, the penny will drop, and you'll find this quite interesting. 77. If I want to lose 1 kilogram of body fat a week, and this is what dietitians, this is what doctors often recommend, 1 kilogram a week. That means I have to eat 7,700 less calories a week, which is how many calories in one day? 1,100. Just remember that. I need to eat 1,100 less calories a day. So, what could I do? Straight away, I can achieve that by halving the size of my meals. Again, this is a simple way to do it, halving the size of your meals. Mr. Jabba, again, out of curiosity, did you do something like this? I mean, did your meals stay the same size and you exercise so much more, or did you?
No, actually, because I go to school and I work, I did not really have the time to do exercise.
Of course.
So the first thing I did is just reduction of my meal intake, and then 2 other things that I looked at, which is the quality of the diet that I use.
Good.
And the last thing is the lifestyle change, which is just like what you said, using the stairs, walking away, and just try to use the most out of your time.
How many kilograms did you lose on average each month? Any idea? Or each week?
Well, it depends. Like sometimes, I lose during the day more than the weekend, because the weekend I try to stay home and do some study and all that. But during the week, what I do is we do have golf carts at work. So instead of using the golf carts to go between hangars, I always walk.
Oh.
And I get offered a lot of times from the guys for like going from one hangar to the other. On the ride, I said, no, I'll just walk. And this is the only time that I have to actually walk. And I try to use that rather than
Good, thank you. Okay, nice. It's just good. Again, he's one of your own, you know that's how he did it. So there's no magical cure for this, I wish there was, but that's the point. Straight away reduce the size of your meals. So if you want to do this, it helps if you have the support of your family, obviously. Yeah, you don't want someone in your family constantly, Jabba, just have another piece of chocolate. Come on, just have, Very expensive. Now, he said that what he did is he reduced the size of his meals. It would be wonderful if he could go running every single day for 1 or 2 hours to lose the calories. None of us has the time to do this. So you need to do a little bit of exercise, but focus on the quality of the food and reduce the size of the food. Now, out of interest, how long do you need to run for each day if you wanted to lose 1 kilogram of fat in a week? A or B or C? Hands up if you think A. A if you think A. Hands up if you think B, 48. Hands up if you think C, 60. Seems like the majority maybe was B, and we had a number of A as well. Okay, well the answer is B. The answer is B. You look down, sorry, we go down the bottom. Here we go. Exercise to lose 550 calories, 24 minutes running. But remember, 24 minutes running, once again, the point is none of us have time to run 24 minutes every day. I'm just giving you an idea here. So the easiest thing is reduce the size of your meals. That's the take-home message. Reduce the size of your meals. And then, like Mr. Jabba, later you start analysing the smaller meal. Is that good food that I'm eating? You can start replacing the bad things with the good things. You can see 550 calories, 2 slices of pizza. Boy, oh boy. It's very easy to put on 550 calories, and it's very difficult to take off 550. That's the other message. It's very easy to put it on. I mean, I love chocolate, I love cookies, they're my weakness. But I'm aware that it's easy to put on those calories. So I only have chocolate and cookies once or twice a week. I have to ration myself. And things like soft drink, gone. 20 years ago, I made a big lifestyle change in my diet. I had a good role model at the university where I went, and I made the conscious decision. I did this, I think, in 1 week. Because I had a good role model, I replaced soft drinks with juices and water. I drink gallons of this stuff. At the university, the students laugh at me in a nice way, I hope, because I constantly walk around with a water bottle. I never go anywhere without a water bottle. What else did I do? I replaced full cream milk and full cream yogurt with low-fat skim milk yogurt milk. I got rid of salt and pepper completely because they increase hypertension, blood pressure in the long term. You don't need them. Many foods already have natural salt and pepper, so I got rid of those straight away. I also replaced white rice with brown rice. I replaced white bread with brown bread. Simple changes, but they made a huge difference. Huge difference. So you can do this as well. Oh, good question, please. Sorry. Whereabouts? Good. Oh no, 550 calories is 2 slices of pizza. 550 calories, it's 2 chocolate bars. That's it, well done. More. It just gives you a bit of an idea. 4 Coca-Colas, 550. I know at the university where I work, a lot of the students, they're constantly drinking soft drink or coffee. How many glasses of water should you have each day? 8. Well done, just remember that number, 8. But that doesn't mean you can have 10 or 12. It just means you go to the toilet more. No problem. But again, I say to my students, are you eating, I say, are you drinking 8 drinks a day? Or are you drinking 8 glasses of fluids a day? And they go, yes, teacher. I'm having 4 soft drinks, 3 coffees, and 1 glass of water. Right. They should be having 8 glasses of water, no soft drinks, and maybe 1 or 2 coffees. I love coffee as well. I have 2 coffees.